Yeah, just taking a little walk around today. Trying to remember what things needed to be done to what this year. Try to decide. Like a sprayer here. Shouldn't need much done to it. Unless something got cracked over the winter, which everything should be pretty well drained out. Yeah, I guess that hose is alright. I say you gotta get the pump on it and make sure everything's spraying. I'm sure I got pull the tips, and usually no matter how well you clean them screens and the tips get plugged up again the next winter or over the winter. Drain drill, I don't have to do nothing with this year. It needs some work, but I don't plan on seeding anything down unless for some freak reason I decide to plant some sorghum sudan grass or something in midsummer. But that's what it's going to find out here, see how things, with the way the world's going. Who knows what you can afford, whether the price of milk's going to crash or not too, like everything else. So that's kind of what I'm going through this now for, see what I desperately need to get, what can wait till next year. Silage wagons, these shouldn't need nothing really. You know, just check everything over. This wagon needs work, but I don't need this one unless I get corn planted. This wagon doesn't like grass. I don't know why, but it just plugs up them augers and won't dig it out. It binds up. I'll snap this chain. You know, this needs some work. I mean, that conveyor looks like hell, but it was the way I bought it and the way it's been. I mean, I bought this wagon probably 8-9 years ago, and it runs. Like I say, that wagon shouldn't need nothing. I've got a shaft there. Yeah, got a loose set screw or something in there. That pulley's moving, but that's minor. It's not like I have to replace anything. I know part of this wagon's problem too is this bearing is out back here. But like I said, I ain't worried about this wagon until I chop corn. This will handle corn no problem. This wagon should need nothing other than the tire. Oh no, it's this wagon that needs the tire, the middle one. Yeah, I stole a tire off this wagon. I got the tire to go back on here. I gotta get tires yet too, but discs. I think I might need front discs on them, but that ain't gonna happen this year. They're gonna run the way they are as long as the bearings are good. I mean, I replaced the last of the sealed bearings on that one last year, so it's all greasable bearings. They shouldn't be a problem. Corn planter is going to be the next big thing. Really shouldn't be nothing wrong with it. Biggest thing I got to check is these things here where the augers right in, these hoses connect on. They were getting weak. I don't know if I got to replace them for sure or not. Biggest thing I think was I might have to replace these here yet, and they might hold up this year yet. I had to replace them that'll be 2 years ago. I said I didn't use this last year. You just got to make sure all the bearings are good, everything ran fine, the front openers. Well, like I said, usually I lift these wheels up a little bit. The wheels kind of rub onto them discs so they don't turn that easy. But other than that, this shouldn't need much to get going. Other than this, I got to pull the meters apart. That's the biggest thing. Make sure it's got the finger pickups in it. Just got to make sure they're all free moving, that nothing's broken in belts or the belts are cracked. So like I say, this shouldn't take much to get ready. And like I say, I'm hoping to get some corn planted early this year. I got the 2 fields I had sudan grass in last year. I really haven't had much luck no-tilling, which I should be able to do with this. I'll probably go in there and disc it up first. You know, loosen it up and then plant it. I won't be plowing that ground, I know that. So like I say, that's my plan, is to get at least them 2 fields of corn in early. And then if it's ready, get grass chopped. And then go back. If I don't get corn planted till the end of May, first part of June, I ain't worried too much about it. It's for silage. You know, the corn I bought off the woman I bagged for, they didn't plant that until July 1st. So they're at the very end of June anyhow. And that's what I plan on doing tomorrow, going to see if I can find some seed, see what's out there. I mean, for what I planned, I didn't order nothing last year. Again, not knowing what the hell's going on. How things are going to work for me this year yet or not. Like I say, if I don't get corn in, I won't be milking cows. There's no two ways about it. This wagon's got to have some work done to it. First thing I'm going to have to get is another tire back here. It's getting weather cracked here pretty bad. Yeah, right there. That ain't good. I know I got to replace these back 2 tires. This one don't look bad. This one looks like new. This is the one that came off that silage wagon over there. Because last fall I brought a load home from my cousins, and I was probably a little over a mile from home here and blew this tire on the road. You know how fun it is to crawl underneath this with 17 bales of hay stacked on it and have to jack this up, get a tire off. I mean, that's the only wagon I got I can have a spare from, because it's 8-bolt lugs. But this wagon's got to go, or this tire's got to go back on that wagon because it's a 10-ply tire. And this wagon I run 14-ply tires on. And I don't think these front tires look fine. So like I said, I got to find 2. If I know where I can get them, I just don't want to pay the price. You know, I'm hoping maybe this big auction that's coming up here, maybe he'll have tires there for sale. That's all I'm looking for. But usually 14 plies are going to be, you might find 8, you might find 10s, but you ain't going to find 14s probably. But, and the other biggest thing I got to do on this wagon is when I had this jacked up, that bearing was sounded pretty damn dry. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pull all these hubs and repack these bearings. And this has got to be the first thing I work on, because I got to get down to my cousin's, haul some more of that hay home. I probably got 8 to 10 more loads of bedding hay to get hauled out of the fields here yet, if it ever dries up. That's the thing, it's rained again here. And the chopper. This is the biggest thing. I'd like to find a used one for parts. I need this auger bed. I've patched this several times. I got a hole in it here again. I'm gonna have to do some more patching. They want, like, I think the last time I checked it was like $1,200 for this box and that auger that's in there. Maybe it's more than that. I forget. It was so much I didn't even worry about it. Biggest thing I gotta do to this chopper is it's gonna need a new shear bar this year. And depending what the prices are, I might try a different style shear bar, and it's from another company instead of a New Holland shear bar. But I seen that last year. It's supposed to have a nice squared edge, and it had a rounded edge there when I was checking things last year. And this is the biggest thing I gotta get fixed, where these bands bolt on underneath is rusted out and broke out. And I don't know if I can, I ain't no good at welding. If I can get a couple plates and weld in there, drill some holes to fasten these bands to. But it'll be, right now it's 3 bands, 4 bands, that one's all tore up. I think one of these over here was bad too. What I'm hoping, like I say, with some of these sales are coming up, if they have these sales anymore, you don't know what's getting postponed. I'd like to, hopefully I can find a head cheap. That bearing needs replaced. But other than that, this chopper should be good to go. The bagger, this got to have some work done to it this year. I got to get these recapped. You see that line right back there? I think that is. I know they need some of these need recap. They're busting off, wearing off. There's usually 8 or 10 of them. But just, they say if you know what you're doing welding, just get some high carbon steel stripped on there as long as it's not rubbing these combs. And this, I can't see it from this side. Well, there's a tray underneath that supports the bottom of this bag, and that's rusted out. Right now I got cardboard stuck up in there to keep the bag from getting snagged in there. And that's 2 things that need to be fixed on this. Other than that, this should be ready to go. Shouldn't need much here. I mean, that's a brand new conveyor 2 years ago. So you can't. I needed a new trunk piece, but they won't sell you the trunk piece. And then there's no way you're gonna get these shafts and sprockets out without cutting them. So I was gonna need new shafts. Needed a new conveyor chain anyhow. So basically it was just easier to buy a new conveyor. Funny thing is, the local dealer around here that has the baggers, well, the local dealer, they have baggers, but they don't carry the parts. It's another one of their stores somewhere else that does. And when I talked to them, they couldn't even give me a price on these. I called a place, it's actually Cedar Crest Equipment down towards Myerstown, it's down the southern part of the state. I called them. They were able to give me a price. I asked them if they could have it shipped directly to me. They said no problem. It was here in 4 days. And like I said, the local dealer wouldn't do that for me. Like I say, plows ain't here. Shouldn't need nothing on the plows. That was one of the videos I did last year. Put all new points, shins, landslides. I do need a new Coulter disc on that. I don't think there's any bad bearings in the other Coulters, but that'd be the most on that. Baler just needs to be a new baler, really, but there ain't really nothing wrong with it. The only thing I hate about Krone, their paint doesn't hold up. Of course, this baler is 26 years old now. Oh, it will be 26 in June. So it doesn't owe me nothing, but it'll run. Just grease it up. I know I got to replace that's the chain on the other side. I got to replace the chain underneath that cover there. I think that one was getting stretched. What the else did I need? I ain't really a whole lot of parts I need to get. Got parts of that and never got around to getting it fixed. Got a whole new boot, shaft, sprockets. Biggest problem I got for this right now is it needs a tire, and I'm not spending the $150 for a tire for this, and you can't get a regular truck tire for it. It's a 14-inch tire on there. And it's getting to the point you can't even get a 15-inch tire anymore. Found that out last year. I mean, I got a lot of extra rims around here. Like that right there, that's I think that's only a 14-inch tire. A good rim, but to get a 14-inch implement tire, you're talking over $100. And I got enough tires by that skid steer out there, the one with the tracks on it. I gotta get 2 tires to one side because the one sidewall on the one tire, because I've been spinning so much inside the tracks, it has ripped a big chunk out of there. I'm surprised the damn thing's even holding air yet. And that's pretty much it. The hay, like I said, the hay rake won't need nothing. Column mulcher might need a little work. Just need some things tightened up on it. But I guess that's a whole lot I gotta get ready to go this spring. At least the biggest thing is going to find some seed corn here tomorrow, see what's out there. Fertilizer, everybody should have fertilizer somehow. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's see, that tractor shouldn't need much done to it. Just greased up. I gotta do some, well, all these tractors I need to do work on. None of the headlights work on any of these tractors. I gotta get something fixed up on them. That one I got an exhaust leak where the pipe connects onto the turbo. I gotta get that taken care of. And there is what the hell did I find there the other day? There's some other little thing I had to take care of. Manure spreader, pretty much got that all fixed up and done. And down here in my white, we got a hydraulic hose leaking right now. Minor, it's just a pinhole. I can find one matched up lengthwise. I think that's one I can just get at Tractor Supply at any time. But this hose right here has a pinhole right in there, and it bleeds off overnight, and that's the one that controls my tray that slides off on. Other than that, it's got to be greased and stuff yet. And this won't be doing much field work. This one just does all the, be on the mixer and stuff. I'm debating about taking them off, but take them off, it'll snow again. So, I mean, it's just a bunch of little stuff got to be done. Won't take much of anything to do it, so. But that's all I was doing right now, just making a list of stuff that needs to be done. And I say the biggest thing right now, the biggest thing is finding that shear bar and that chopper. If I go with the one I was looking at, I gotta look it up again, but I kind of going to wait until I get my new computer. Just ordered one here the other night. Hopefully it'll get, well, it's been shipped, so hopefully it'll get here. But yeah, my old computer's still Windows 7. They don't support it anymore, and I do a lot of banking online and stuff, and now it's not getting none of the security updates, so gotta do something with that. So yeah, I've rambled on long enough again, so thanks for watching, and maybe I'll make a few videos out of some of this stuff when I get some parts around. We'll catch you later.